So before we get deep into conversation, um, Eleni, if you ever want to come on the show and talk shit about Rick with me, you have an open-ended invitation
She is so ready, dude.
that never expires. We don't
She
even
is
have to.
so
We don't even
ready.
have to include him. All you got to do is text me, and we will set it up.
I do not want to be a part of that, and she wants that so bad. I mean, she is your doppelganger with boobs. I mean, y'all are, yes. And I want that to happen. I told her that, and she's so ready.
So, in all seriousness, that was a really good podcast. I listened to it while I was camping.
Yeah.
I was about no, most of the time when we're camping, I'm about the first one to wake up anyway, like at
Yeah.
fucking 5 in the morning.
Well, you do
So
that on a daily, don't you? You always get up at
yeah,
4 or 5. Okay.
yeah, I be texting you early as fuck.
Yeah.
Um, but then uh, when we're camping, like I'm the only one up, so I ain't got shit else to do. So I listened to the podcast and I thought it was really good.
Yeah. She hammered me, bud. I mean, she hammered me. But it's true. And you know what? Here's I know I know I'm doing the right thing or going on the right path, I should say. Um, because I took it in a positive way to where now I'm a little bit slower to speak than I used to be because she's right, man. I mean, and if you guys have not listened to it, go back and listen to our last podcast last week. I had my wife on and I asked her uh, pet peeves that she has of me, and she thought about it and she goes, "Are you ready?" I said, "Yep." She said, "Well, everything you say is so negative."
Oh, she said, even when you're joking, it's negative.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And and she's so right. She's so right. I mean, I'm still the funniest guy you know, but it's just real negative stuff that comes out of my mouth, and I want to apologize to everybody for that. But she was right, and then the baby powder is a big issue that will never change though. Baby powder is a part of my life.
So, I mean, I was drinking the day before I watched that, but I'm glad you brought that up because I want to try that.
Oh my gosh. So, like I said with her, anybody listening, if you ever hold a baby, what's the first thing people do when they hold a baby? They put their nose on top of the baby's head and they smell that. Oh, the baby smell. You know, it's like when you buy a new car. Oh, the new car smell. Well, you can have that smell every day on you. Put your deodorant on and then put a little baby powder under your armpits and put your shirt on and you're daisy fresh all day long, bro. All day long. You're daisy fresh with that. Uh and then, mix in the dude wipes, your baby wipes instead of toilet paper. It'll change your life. You'll never go back
So,
to toilet paper again.
so what I was gonna say before, I froze. Fucking anyway, I want to try the baby powder thing.
Yeah.
So, do you put it on with deodorant?
So I shower. Here's my routine. So I shower, right? And as soon as I dry off, I put my deodorant on, and I use just regular dry deodorant.
Yep.
It's not gel or not, just
Yep.
regular dry. I think it's like
The
Degree
white one.
Sport. Yeah, Degree
Yep.
Sport or something like
Yep.
that.
Yep. That's what I use the same thing.
Okay. Yeah, you can buy like two of them for $4 or so. It's really cheap stuff. But you have to get the good baby powder. You have to get the Johnson and Johnson, the stuff you would get for your baby, not the cheap HEB talcum powder or the stuff you would use for your dog after you bathe him. You got to use the good stuff. And it's a little bit expensive, but your body is worth it, man. And I use it every time. I shower in the morning before I go to work, I use baby powder. I shower at night before I go to sleep. I use baby powder, and you smell not daisy fresh, man. And I love it. I
Like you
feel
put
good.
it, like you put a little bit in your hand, rub it, and then
No, no, I get the thing. I get the baby powder. I'll get the baby powder, and I like undo it, and I'll go and rub it, and then I go and rub it. And
No
then,
wonder you get shit everywhere.
oh yeah, it does. It goes everywhere, but it smells good, man. And so I put my shirt on, and then I get my Q-tips, and and just to dry my ears, really. Brush my teeth, and then put a little smell good on. Um, oh my gosh,
I
smell
ain't gonna
good,
lie to you. I'm gonna have to get some baby powder tomorrow.
dude. Also, get this. I have come across something that has changed my life. That new pheromone cologne that's all over social media now.
Oh my god.
Dude, here's the thing. I don't know that it works, okay? And I don't do it to catch women or anything because you saw my wife. I'm not going to do any better than that. I mean, I'm not fucking stupid. You saw my wife. We're good. And if it helps her, it helps her. But dude, this pheromone cologne has a scent, and it's not like one of like that heavy cologne. Sometimes you go to a club and you smell these dudes, or you go out and you smell these dudes. They come back like they bathe in this cologne, and it's real strong and it makes you want to puke. This is not. This is kind of subtle, a subtle musky. It smells decent, and just a couple of shots. It has changed my life. My wife loves it. She doesn't think it does anything for her libido, but she likes the smell because it's real subtle too.
See, I have a few different colognes. I have, so I'm a cologne guy,
Oh,
but
okay. We can talk colognes because I know colognes too.
I like cologne, but I think there's a cologne for the occasion too, though.
Oh,
So,
1000%.
so like you, all right, like there's different tiers of cologne. Like I've got, I don't know if you've ever smelled it or even heard of it. Michael Jordan has a cologne. It's really simple. It's got 2, 3 on it. It's the one of the cheaper clones. It's like $20. I got two of them. I got one in the truck. I got one in the bathroom. I use that one if like I'm going to work and I don't have any cologne on. See, I work at a grocery store, so it's like I don't need to smell that good.
Yeah, yeah,
But the cologne smells good. That way I can just, hit it a few times and I'm good.
yeah.
But then if you're going out to eat, you got to use the good Calvin Klein shit.
Well, I was taught this about probably about 20 years ago. Of course, I'm a lot older than you. Yes, there's different levels of cologne, but what people don't realize is colognes change their chemical makeup as to sunlight, sweat, body oil. Like if you're going to be like for work, I have a particular cologne, like a sporty type of cologne that doesn't change its chemical makeup with the sweat because I sweat. I go outside, I'm sweating, and if you wear a going out cologne like you're talking about, a really nice Calvin Klein, dude, you start sweating, you're good. You're gonna smell like I'm not gonna be racist, but you're gonna smell like you've been riding a camel in the sand all day long. I mean, it's just gonna be a nasty, nasty smell, because it changes the chemical breakdown. So you got to figure out you need a really light, crisp type of cologne when you go to work. And then if you go out, here's the other thing. If you're going to go out to dinner, that's one type of cologne. But then if you're going to go dancing and stuff and break a sweat, there's a different cologne. There's a different type of cologne for that too. Yeah, I've got, I don't know how many, I don't know how many colognes I have, but I've got colognes for every occasion. Like there's certain, and I was taught that about 20 years ago. It was really, really interesting. I've got a gay cousin that works at Macy's, and I mean, I love the gays, bro. I mean, I really do. They're really clean. They're really smart. They love. They look good. They dress good. They're on top of the fashion. I mean, I love the gays. And my cousin works at Macy's, and he's one of those dudes that does the windows. The mannequins in the windows. Makes a shit ton of money. Smitch is always like in Rome and Italy and all that shit. But anyway, he taught me. He goes, Rick. He goes, quit being such a caveman. Don't just go buy Brute cologne or Old Spice. And he sat down and taught me. And so Yeah, I think in a year I must have bought maybe $1,000 worth of cologne, different types of cologne, and I've always remembered that there's different types of colognes for different occasions.
Dude, if you use the fucking Old Spice like spray on shit, don't even talk to me. Like, do not even approach me at all.
Okay, be honest with me. You used the Axe spray, haven't you?
In high school,
Okay, okay.
yes, I
I'll,
will say when I didn't know any better, I did.
okay, I'll give you that. I mean,
Yeah, I
that was a
have
big
not.
strikeout for your mom and dad, but for you, okay, I get it.
Yeah, no, I mean, in my adult years, no,
Okay,
no,
yeah, because all you're doing is
absolutely not.
masking sweat with that
Yeah,
stuff.
it's disgusting.
But try it, dude. Yes, I think you need to try it. I think not only will you feel better, but you'll sleep better.
Do you put on cologne every time you get out of the shower?
No, not every time. No, no. If
I like
if
this.
I'm gonna be,
I like this personal hygiene
yeah.
topic.
No, if I haven't been doing anything uh like right before the podcast, I did my workout. I did like 45 minutes of a workout. I went, got in the shower and did my routine, and I still felt workoutish, and so I put a little of that pheromone cologne on. Uh, but no, I don't do it every time. I just do it if the house smells like food, like if we cooked or something, and the house smells like food. I don't want to smell like food when I go to bed. So I'll put a little bit of that on, and just depend on how I feel, because I want to feel really clean when I go to bed, when I go to
So
sleep.
I don't know if there's a stigma for it anymore, but when I was in high school, for sure, there was a stigma that bigger guys always smell bad because they don't like take care of their like personal hygiene type
Right,
deal.
right.
I am on the complete opposite end of that spectrum. Like I I can't function if I don't brush my teeth in the morning.
Oh gosh, who doesn't? Like, yeah.
Once in a blue moon, like I'll just get in a stupid rush, like you overslept your alarm or something, and it's like if I didn't brush my teeth walking out the door, I'm fucked up the rest of the day.
Oh, I'll tell you a story. How about your brushing teeth?
Mm.
I lived out of my Forerunner for like 8 months. Like I had my clothes in the back of my Forerunner and everything, and I would I would shower like at a friend's house or whatever, and I always had a 12 pack of waters in the back of my Forerunner and my toothpaste and toothbrush, and I didn't give a shit where I was. I'd be in the parking lot of my dealership, in the parking lot of Bucky's, and I'd brush my teeth. But before you go to bed, when you wake up in the morning after lunch, it doesn't matter. I mean, because you get as old as I am, dude, your teeth. I don't give a shit who you are. Your teeth are going to turn yellow. You're going to have stinky breath and all that. You got to take care of your shit, and you just got to feel good. You got to feel good, especially when you go to sleep. Like, how can you go to
Yes.
sleep without brushing your teeth? I'm
So,
the type of guy. If my it's very hard if my pillow falls off my bed onto the floor. It's very hard for me to put it back on the bed unless I take the pillowcase off and go wash it.
oh, you're that bad.
Oh, my bed is yes, my bed's immaculate. Yep,
I,
yep.
that's
There's
another.
times
Hold
where
on.
me and my wife. There's times where me and my wife have sex, and after the sex, everybody's feeling good. I'm taking the sheets off that submission. and I'm washing them. I ain't gonna go to bed on sex sheets. Nope, not me. Unless I'm drunk. She'll tell you that. I don't care.
God damn it! I lost my train of thought. Oh, so that's part of why I have a hard time. So I enjoy camping, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Like it's not clean. Like because we do primitive camping, right?
Yes, yes. This is a great topic. Yes, go ahead.
Yes,
Go
it's
ahead.
primitive camping, and sure, are there bathhouses if we jump in a truck and go there? Sure, but when you're drinking all day and it's 10 o'clock at night, you're not gonna do that. So
No.
you go to bed, you smell like fire. If it was hot that day, you're fucking sweaty and shit,
Sticky. Yeah.
bro. I I have a hard time. That's mostly honestly why I don't sleep when I'm in the woods. Like we'll go to bed at like 11. Like I'll go to sleep at like 11. I'll be up 4:30. Like I
Yeah.
have a hard time sleeping. Like I just
I'm
can't.
with you. I am 100% with you. Okay. So here's why. Here's why you need unscented baby wipes. Or if you want to be, or if you want to be a dude, go get the dude wipes. They're just more expensive. So I go and I buy the unscented baby wipes. They come in 3-pack. I'll buy 2 or 3 packs at one time. And if you come to my house, I'll have some in my bathroom. I'll have some in the guest bathroom. There's baby wipes everywhere. Okay. My wife and my wife's kids never used baby wipes until we got together and started living. And now the kids even love them. And so those baby wipes, here's what you do. When I go camping at the river. Okay. And I don't care if the water is 45 degrees or 50 degrees. I'm going to bathe before I go to sleep. If I don't bathe before I go to sleep, I'm going to use an entire bag of baby wipes and cover my entire body to try to get as clean as possible. Okay. I love bathing in the river. I'll take my bar of soap, my shampoo, my conditioner, and I'll lay in in the rapids, and I'll lay there and I'll get butt naked, just bathe like I'm bathing at home, dude. You're bathing in God's tears, man. That's just natural water, bud. It's like my I do my cold water therapy. I've got my trough out here in the back, and I put ice. Dude, it's been raining the last 2 days, and it's been cold here. It's been like 52. So my water has stayed below 50 for the last 3 days. The last 2 mornings I've gone out there, it's raining. And I just go in there and jump in there in 40-degree water while it's raining on me. Oh my gosh. That's nature's rainwater. That's nothing better, nothing cleaner. That cleanses the soul, my brother. Cleanses the soul. I love it. Absolutely love it. But I'm with you, man. If it's hard for me. I wouldn't be able to, but that's why you need, dude,
So
baby wipes and baby powder, take it on your next camping trip. It'll change your world.
so you got me on the baby powder train, but I have never been on the baby wipe train. I've never tried it,
Well, there you go.
but I mean, I'm kind of interested now.
Yeah. Well, okay. So the way it happened, brother, is I was 33 years old and I was coaching. It was spring ball. It was spring break. I was coaching baseball, right? Well, I got a hemorrhoid. It's called a thromboid hemorrhoid. So it like comes out of your booty hole, right? And I couldn't walk. I couldn't walk, and uh, so I went to the doctor, and they lanced it because it's just a marble full of blood, and they lanced it, and I had to take Epsom salt baths for a week. And the doctor said you need to cut back on your red meat. You need to cut back on your beer. He goes, and you need to stop using toilet paper. It's the worst thing for your behind. You just use baby wipes. He said, now use baby wipes, and then in the end, you can get 2 or 3 squares of toilet paper just to dry it. If it gets too wet, just dab it on there to dry it. I've been doing that for over 20 years. The baby wipes, and then but they're fun. I've got baby wipes in my car. My wife has them in her purse. I've got baby wipes everywhere. Everybody
Really?
says, "Oh, do the thing for your hands for COVID." Dude, take a deal of baby wipes. If it's good enough for your child, it's good enough for you. Wipe your hands off with that. I mean, you use 2 or 3 baby wipes, depending on the kind of crap you take. 2 or 3 baby wipes. It's nice and clean. You dab it with your toilet paper, and you don't have dingleberries anymore. Your booty ain't going to itch no more, and it's just clean, man. It's clean
You have you have baby wipes everywhere?
everywhere, bro. I've got them in my golf bag.
Holy shit.
Dude, when I was fishing, I'd have them in my boat. I take baby wipes everywhere. What
That's
what
crazy.
happens in an emergency? You're gonna go behind a tree, take a dump. What are you gonna wipe with? Leaves? Not me, brother. I am civilized. I'm telling you, man. You
This
spill
is a
something in your car, take a baby wipe. Clean your car.
you're like changing my life kind of right now.
I'm
You know that,
telling you,
right?
brother. You'll never go back. And
So I love one thing about me. I love learning about the little things that people do in life.
oh, yeah, yeah,
Like there's certain things that you will never be able to take away from certain people,
yeah,
no matter how small or insignificant it might be to you.
yeah.
They're gonna do it no matter what. I love learning about shit like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I do. It changed. Those things just changed my life. The baby powder. I don't think I ever stopped doing that since I was a kid. The baby wipes I was taught, and dude, I mean, they came out with dude wipes because now men like it too. Those are expensive. Don't get those. Because,
I know my store sells them. I've
yeah,
never, of course, I've
no,
never
just get
seen.
regular old baby, and you can use them for anything, anything. I clean my glasses with them. Always have them.
I
I
bet
mean,
you got some
this,
at your desk at work, don't you?
yes, sir. Not only me, but the guys around me. I have converted a bunch of people. I am like the David Koresh of baby wipes, dude. I'm serious. I've got an old cowboy, one of my best friends. Matter of fact, happy birthday, Jacob. 40 years old. Congratulations, bud. I hope you have a great night. Jacob is one of those guys. He's an old cowboy, roper, rodeo guy, and all, tough man, tough man. Man, I turned that boy into a baby once I showed him the whole baby powder and baby wipe thing. Yeah, that guy's got baby wipes everywhere, bro.
Holy
Everywhere.
shit!
It's a game changer, brother. It's a game changer. It's equivocal to me. It's the same as like when you first got your first French kiss. You're like, oh, really? That's what this is. I'm down.
All right, you taught me into it.
Just try it. Just try
Um, all right, so that was a nice. I like that segment. I can see the topic title now, but and then this one's gonna be way out of left field because I was reading about it before we got on here. Um, space.
space.
Do you know what Voyager 1 is?
Voyager 1. What I've been going down so many rabbit holes. I couldn't go ahead. Tell me what it is.
It's a satellite that got launched in 1977.
Okay.
It got launched from Earth and it is still going.
Okay.
It's 14,800,000,000 uh
Light years.
miles
Oh,
miles miles away. Um it just exited, I think, what's called the heliosphere,
okay.
I think is what it's called.
It's okay.
Um but it's what it took the first pictures of like the planets within our solar system. And it took the what I found interesting when I was reading was it took a family portrait of the solar system, and it's called the blue pale dot. Have you ever seen that picture?
No. This
Can
is
you
why I
go?
need
Can
you
you?
to start putting these pictures up.
Yeah. I got to start producing the show. I might need your account to do that. So do you have your phone with you?
Do I have my phone with me? Yes, I have my
Yeah.
phone with me.
All right. Go to Google and type
Okay.
in the blue pale dot. Now I want you to go to images and look at it. You should look at something like that. Something similar. It's like light rays.
That?
Yep. Yep. So on that one, you see that dot on there?
Yeah.
That's Earth.
Come on.
That's Earth.
So where's
So,
everything else?
huh?
Holy crap.
So what they did was NASA, um, that picture was taken in 1990. Keep in mind that the satellite was launched in 1977, so that's 13 years later. And what happened was they realized that the Carl Sagan wanted picture of of Earth from where I think at the moment that that picture was being taken, it was leaving. It was starting to leave our like solar system. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so Carl Sagan wanted they at NASA they had the ability to turn the satellite from Earth. And so they turned it facing directly toward home and snapped the photo. And so that picture is one of the most famous pictures that NASA has ever taken. It's called the pale blue dot.
Well, you can, yeah, it shows you can get these prints. You can get these prints on Amazon for like 20, 30 bucks
That pic that,
with his quote.
that picture has been hanging in the auditorium at NASA um for since it's been taken.
Yeah, his quote. Have you read his quote that he puts under this? Under this,
Read it to me. I
it
possibly
says,
read it.
look again at that dot. That's here. That's home. That's us. On it, everyone you love, everyone you know, everyone you ever heard of, every human being who has ever was, lived out of their lives, the aggregate of our joy and suffering, thousands of confident religions, ideologies, and economic doctrines, every hunter and forager, every hero and coward, every creator and destroyer of civilization, every king and peasant, every young couple in love, every mother and father, hopeful child, inventor and explorer, every teacher of morals, every corrupt politician, every superstar, every supreme leader, every saint and every sinner in the history of our species lived there on a mote of dust suspended in a sunbeam. Carl Sagan, 1994. That's deep,
It
bro.
it makes you realize how insignificant this
Oh my
shit is.
goodness. Yes. Yeah.
Um yeah, that's Carl Sagan's dream photograph whenever they launched the satellite. Um and that satellite is still out there and it is still going. Um which is fucking crazy, dude. It's the it's the farthest man-made object ever that's still out there.
That's crazy. Yeah, this is really um stuff like this now fascinates me. You know
I
how
love
far
it.
I've turned. I mean,
Yeah, I love it.
remember the first time we started talking about. I thought you and the rest of the with whiskey and wisdom crew were just crazy psychos for believing what y'all believed in. But the more I get into it, it's I mean anything is
It's
possible.
nuts.
It's
It's like
crazy,
you can't look at a picture like that and be like, "We're the only ones."
right?
There's no fucking way you have that after you look at that.
Yeah. No, not only that, dude. I'm starting to research the giants. Like there were giants on this earth at one time.
Of course, yeah,
Like giant giants.
yeah. I know what you're saying.
Like they're like one of their toenails is as big as my house. Type
Yeah,
of giant. That's
we'll have to
for
save that topic for another
yeah. I'll
episode.
say that topic, but I do want to leave with this before we close, because you brought this up about people, and I read this quote. My wife sent this to me, and I thought you would appreciate this, right? Because you said it earlier. We get something from everybody,
Yeah.
sometimes. Okay, this is from from a woman named Donna Ashworth. Okay, it says, only you will ever know the real you. Everyone else sees a version of you, a version created in their mind through their filters and using their own experiences and judgments to mold you from. You may think they see what you know about yourself, but they don't. Everyone you have ever met holds a version of you in their memory, and none of them are real. It is a special moment when this truth sinks in because you realize at last that you have a very unique thing going on within yourself. So many versions of you exist in very many places, but you alone will ever know the real one. Now, if that's not a relationship worth treasuring, what is? Take care of yourself and love yourself. How good is that?
It's true though.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, Because when you really think about it, like you act a certain way to certain people, and to that person, that is how they see you.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Or more so, that person brings out a certain
Or that, yeah,
part of you. You know. Yeah. Yeah. But
yeah,
it's the same way, half dozen one way or another.
yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty. That's pretty cool. Love that. I love that saying. Well, thanks for being on, man. Thanks for making it. Missed you. Seems like every time we get on, it's like a big I miss you. Haven't seen you in
Yeah,
forever.
we just struggling to
Yeah.
make episodes sometimes.
We are going to get our buddy Tom on here. My buddy, the ex uh, warden at the federal penitentiary. He's dying to get on here.
We're gonna start setting up interviews for this
I,
show.
I want him, and then we're going to set up you and my wife also. Y'all need to do this. I think that would be hilarious. Hilarious. I would love that. But anyway, go ahead.
All right, guys, if you've made it this far in the video, we I think we deserve a like. Hell, if you didn't like it, dislike it. That's engagement too. We really don't give a shit. But if you do hit the dislike button, do me a favor, go to the comments, tell me why. And I might even respond. Matter of fact, next episode we might blast it on to the podcast. I'll put the graphic up there and we'll talk about it.
Yep.
So yeah, this is Pancakes or Waffles. Signing off.
Adios.